Hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to Scar World, where we're creating this super awesome modern house. And in today's episode, we create one super awesome garage with all sorts of interesting and very unique details. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back to Scar World, where we're creating this super awesome modern house here called the S'more House. Now, right off the bat, I need to get your guys' opinion on a couple things. So what we need to do is create a road. We need some kind of more interesting road design than what we currently have for our other modern house over there. So we just have these, 4 blocks arranged like so, but we need something better. We need something more, unique for a road system. So I've kind of got a couple ideas, but I want to know, do you guys want to see this in a video or a live stream? So let me know. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with the road yet. It might be a fun live stream, so let me know what you guys want to see for that. And as you can see, we've gotten lots of progress done here. And of course, we've got our kitchen all set up and we're ready to go. And of course, our brand new living room with our fire and our couches and all sorts of great little details. It's a really nice little area to kind of relax in, and it's a great place to have conversation around the fire and all that good stuff. So my friends, we must head into the garage now for our final interior design room. So we have now, at the end of this video, completed all of the interior designs for the house, and that is very exciting. So hopefully you guys enjoy today's kind of unique video, and look forward to our next video, where we go out here where apparently Bob the Creeper building inspector has blown up an entire field. Or maybe I blew up the field. Ooh, a mystery. Anyway, let's get started here. So, first thing we need to do, we need to lay down the foundation, my friends. Laying down the foundation. So, what I like to do for kind of garage floors is kind of do these kind of fun little staggered patterns like this. You kind of take, a couple blocks like that, and you kind of just fiddle about like so, bringing in, these little details like that. Another way of doing this easily is to just place down an entire stone floor like this, and then come back and think, okay, I think one of these would look good here, and then maybe one right there, and another one right there. I'm going to put a little cracked stone right about there, and you see how I do that? Just kind of random places like that. So there's kind of 2 ways of doing that. So let me lay down the floor, and then we'll get to all those cool details. And there we go. We've got our floor all laid out and ready to go. Now, you might be noticing there is a blank spot in the middle. I'll show you why that is in a little bit. But you can see all sorts of cool areas in the areas that are actually finished along here. Look at that. Look at all that detail. It adds way more dimension to the floor, and it's not so flat and bland. Looking all so fancy. And of course, under the carpet pieces, there is the glowstone. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start going in the corners of the wall here and bringing up some pillars, and then all the way across here what we're going to do is we're going to remove this layer of our milk chocolate and bring up our dark chocolate. Very cool, very cool. Now on either side here I also added these stairs going across here, so I just removed the block that was there, removed that, and then replaced it with stairs, as you can see on both sides, looking very fancy. Alright, so now I'm going to bring this piece all the way up to cut those out. Lots of scar mistakes right there. And then let me see if I can sneak on over here. There we go. Bring that across there. Now, for the philosophy of the garage. Now, as you guys know, that pillar is a little bit off, but I think that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, it'll look okay. So for my philosophy with these builds is I like to make sure in these modern builds that there is a sense of realism, that there's a sense of being right with the kind of a little bit with the Minecraft lore, if you will. And one of those things is I feel like if you were a Minecrafter within a world, you would have a garage with horses in it. Horses are the mode of transportation within the Minecraft universe, not a car or something along those lines. Not that I have anything against making cars, but I just like having the fun of trying to figure out what a horse garage would look like. Like, I think it's kind of a fun way of doing it. I know some people really like to have, cars and all sorts of good stuff in their garages, but for my particular builds, I like to call it the horse garage. You just have you pull in your horse and you get out your horse, and it's kind of like a makeshift, stable, because I feel like when you build these designs, within Minecraft, you want to create some form of, kind of realism, sticking with kind of the lore of the game a little bit. And I kind of feel like it's fun to kind of incorporate that into my designs. Now, the great thing about this design that we're working with today is that if you don't like that, you can change it and you could do whatever you want. You could replace the pads where the horses are going to go and replace it with a cool car design. And to be honest, I would love to see your design. So if you choose to do a horse or you choose to do a car garage, definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know which one you choose. And I'd love to see either one you guys make. And let me see, let me replace that with that and I'll make this go across. Actually, let's do it like this. So with the design of the garage, also, I like to make it a little bit kind of beat up, a little bit rough and tumble because, you know, it's a garage. You move your tractors and your cars and your lawnmowers and all that good stuff inside your garage. So it would be a little bit, you know, rough around the edges. That's what I like to do with the floors and different things like that, okay? Next thing I want to do here is I like to make sure there's lots of natural light in the room. So cut open some windows. So I'm just going to cut open a couple windows here and then maybe do something 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4, spacing of 2. So I'm just going to kind of go, why don't I just do something like that? I just like a nice giant window on the back end. I think that actually looks kind of nice. And then just for good measure, I think I'll probably just run up a pillar here, replace one extra block to keep it symmetrical and even because you know, I don't have to tell you because that's the way we like it. There we go. Bring that across there, cut that piece out. Place that, and go like that. Beautiful. And let's see, cut that piece out like so. And we'll stick one back there. Beautiful. But yeah, that's the design I like to do with garages. I think it's kind of fun. It's a little bit more unique. It's just something fun to do. There we go. And then let's move over here. So another cool thing to think about when you're making a Minecraft garage, think of the person who lives there. Think of how they would interact with the space. First thing I think of when I come up with these designs is, okay, so if I'm a Minecrafter, I'd probably have a stove out in my garage. I'd probably have a crafting bench. So I'll put a crafting bench and a stove there. And most likely, you guessed it, I'd probably have an anvil. Now I like to do one that's just slightly damaged so it shows that it's actually being used. There we go, looking good, looking good. Now I'm going to sample those blocks. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna sneak over here and do that. Go like a boom and a bam, and then I'm gonna grab out some carpet because I want to create a workbench. So I'll take out a piece of brown carpet like so, and then I'm gonna run that across the tops of these blocks. So I've got myself a workbench. Now, how could we make this workbench just a little more awesome? Any guesses? Any guesses, my friends? All right, we're gonna make a couple little shelves. So of course we'll have some shelves over here. Actually, let me back that off, put that down, boom, and you guessed it, bam. Nope, there was no bam. There's my bam. But yeah, this is just think of how the person would live in this space, and also what kind of junk would they accumulate? Everybody's garages are full of junk, right? So we just kind of throw all of our junk out there along with our horse or our car or our lawnmowers or different things along those lines. So let me just grab our ladders. Let me look for a ladder. Where's my ladders? My ladders are hiding from me. Did I forget where they hide the ladders? I feel like I don't even know. Where did they keep the ladders? I have no clue. Maybe I just missed them. Oh, there they are. And let me swap out. Let me actually grab a gray piece of carpet. Beautiful. So one thing that's cool too is you can run this up here like so, and then put a little piece of carpet on there. So it's just ladders, you know, maintenance things that you would have for a home. There we go. Looking good, looking good. We're getting somewhere, my friends. We are getting somewhere. So when we talk about junk and things of that nature for our garage, one thing I think of is we would definitely have a bunch of holiday decorations. So we've got our Christmas decorations, we've got our Halloween decorations, all sorts of good stuff loaded up and ready to go inside of our garage. So I'm just grabbing a couple things. So when I think about Christmas decorations within Minecraft, I think of, you know, just some color wool blocks kind of are unique. And of course, maybe a spruce sapling that's kind of a shrunken down Christmas tree. So let me move over here. And of course, we've got like a pumpkin for Halloween. Let me stick this like right here. So that's kind of our Christmas deal. There we go. And let me sneak down here. Let me put that right there. And what else to you would represent some form of a holiday within the Minecraft? So what I'm thinking about is doing some, let me take out some redstone ore and let me find some, there they are, some emerald ore. And look at this, this will be cool. Yeah, it looks like ornaments or Christmas lights or something along those lines. So these are just the fun things you can do in this space. And this is why I love making these particular designs, because we can incorporate so many random and goofy little things that your little Minecrafter you're building this house for would find in their garage. Maybe they, olden days jukebox. Nobody has their jukebox anymore. They've got their iPhones and their iPods and all sorts of good stuff. So do they even have iPads? iPods. I don't think they do anymore. But anyway, they've got their tools there, and then maybe like a cool little mine car. We can do something like that across here. I think that would look kind of cool. So we just yeah. Let me do a minecart with actually something in it. How about a little TNT for fun? Haha, no, that's a little dangerous. That's a little dangerous for me. Let's just do something like that. And we could even fit something into that corner and maybe even to that corner. We'll think about that. So then moving on over to the other side, what other things do you think a Minecrafter would have in their garage? I feel like any Minecrafter would probably have a couple redstone related things. Maybe just throw in a piston here, maybe an ender chest, maybe a dispenser. Maybe, just little things like that I think are definitely kind of fun things to stick in. What the heck? Every Minecrafter has a little TNT, right? I feel like they do. There we go. And then we can stick, I don't want to put any of these things next to it. That might not turn out so good. But, like a little hopper or something like that. There we go. Sweet. And then, this is just fun to kind of look through the inventory and look at it in another way of like, what would somebody accumulate throughout their life and put into their garage and stuff like that. Maybe some dusty books. That seems like a great choice. What I'm looking for is, where do they hide? Oh, there they are. Ender chest and of course the enchantment tables. Perfect. I think these are two great things to add into the design, like something like that. And of course we can fill in more stuff here and there. But yeah, so give me 1 second. Let me kind of catch my breath. And there we go. We've got our shelves all complete and ready to go. We have our horse stalls also set. And of course I fixed up the window a little bit here. And then let me fix that little back corner over there. There we go. Sweet. Wonderful. And then we clear that out of the way and let's get started. So we're going to work on our horse corrals by each of the garage doors. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to put a block here and here. And I want to measure this out to make sure. You know what? I kind of feel like, let's see, if this is the doorway, we come out here. I feel like we could push this back one more block and just give our horses just a little bit more room. And I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, there we go. So, like we were talking about before about our philosophy behind the horses and things of that nature, if you guys choose to do either way, definitely send me a picture on Twitter of your progress and which design you chose and all that good stuff. There we go. Because, to be honest, there's no real right way. When I worked on, let's see, I'm actually going to push that back one more block, and then this will be in line with this pillar going across here. So then we'll just do it something like that. There we go. I like that quite a bit. And then we'll clear out these pieces here and here. But there's no real right way. There's no right way or wrong way of doing it. Mojang's not going to come and say, I'm sorry. You have actually, used the wrong design here. We're actually pretty upset with you now. No, that's not the way it works. You can use whatever way you want and whatever you feel like is a necessary design. And if it kind of just looks good, this is the way it is. There we go. You can do whatever you want with your design. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. So then we can bring these up here like that. There we go. So this is just a little hay on the ground for the horses to sleep on. There we go. And of course, I'm going to stick, not going to stick any of these there because they're just going to escape by jumping off of them. And we don't want them to escape. And let's see, I think that's good. I seem to have misplaced my cauldron. It just disappeared out of my hand, but that's a thing. There we go, sweet. So we've got that all set up and that's looking good. So I'll do the other one off camera. So next thing I want to work on is our garbage cans and recycle bin. So let's put this over here. So what we're going to do here. So I think we're going to go something like that. There we go. Looking good, looking good. And then let me find my trapdoors. There's my trapdoors. I knew you were hiding from me. There we go. Put those along there. Sweet. Very cool. Very cool. And then let's find our, there they are. And then of course we need to kind of distinguish which, if this is garbage or if this is our recycle. There we go. Looking good. And then let me see. There they are. Awesome. And we can go like this. All the way across like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, come on. There you go. And then this one will be our recycle bin. So we'll go like that. And this one will be our garbage can. And I'm pretty sure if we place this, we can't place one. Oh, no, we can. Nice. Hey, there we go. Sweet. So let me add our horses here and horses there. And then we'll name our horses. And I'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. And let's finally put our finishing touches on the room here. Now this is how I kind of completed the design of the doorway going through, and on either side I think it'd be cool to have a couple cool little unique details here, like fishing rod, a sword, just different little Minecraft details like that. So we'll put that like that, and of course an arrow looking super cool like so. And then over here, I'm just gonna put, an axe, because these are more kind of like tools that you'd be using over in this area. So we'll go like that, beautiful, wonderful. And then we'll clear our inventory. And this is the final detail of the garage. Now that's the naming of the horses. So we wanna try to invoke maybe some car names into our horses. So I picked a particular name that I want you guys to decide which real life car did I decide to go with to try to make it more of a Minecraft theme. So I went with the Redstone Model X and the Model S. What real life card was I inspired by to create that name to try to fit it within the Minecraft universe? So you're going to be named X, and apparently you're going to be the S. There we go. So there we go, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed today's build, where we try to build something kind of unique and try to fit it within the Minecraft universe by creating a transportation system within the world here with the horses. And of course, like I said, let me know if you guys know what real life car I was inspired by to create our kind of parody, if you will, within the Minecraft world. And look at all of our detail up here. We've got our garbage cans and all of our recycling bins, our holiday decorations, our ladders and tools and crafting benches and all sorts of good stuff all arranged and ready to go. And hopefully you enjoyed. And of course, in our next episode, we start our landscaping project, where we head out here. And as you can see, Bob the Building Creeper Inspector is hard at work preparing this area for building. And well, guys, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter.